Good evening and salutations, my B&B fans. What the hell did I just watch? Listen, if you watch B&B, you already know what I'm about to sit there and say. I sat there and, finished watching General Hospital, and, Morgan came back and everything. And, apparently Bold and the Beautiful was like, oh, I got this. Hold my beer. Okay? Because the reveal at the end was, it was both interesting and in some cases kind of laughable, but also shocking and surprising. Um, First of all, let's start off with this episode for a minute. Okay, so you got one side of the team in the office. You got the cheerleaders of Brooke Logan. You got Hope. You got Katie. And they're all like, oh, this thing is going to be so great. This is going to be so big. This is going to be like, it's going to blow up and everything. And then you got Steffi and you got Carter, and Steffi's like, all right, let's just wait and see. Let's not get our hopes up, okay? All right, just get buzz, but we need that to, you know, turn into dollars, because that's what we need to sit there and keep going. And Hope is trying to be so positive that it almost feels like she's being insufferable to a point. She's like, well, listen, I think that it's good, and I think that I'm having some high hopes about it, and I think everyone else needs to also. I was like, no, that's not how that works. You don't get to sit there and control other people's emotions. Jesus Christ, Hope throughout this episode, she just becomes so goddamn insufferable. Um, and it gets to a point where Steffi's not there being like, well, listen, we're talking business right here, and your line isn't really doing so well, and stores and stuff like that, and rent and stuff, so it ain't looking good. So we really need Brooks, her project to really bear some fruit, because it ain't looking so good. And that's just to be honest. Listen, 2 quarters, and you still didn't turn anything around. I'm sorry, but I know people have been saying that Steffi hasn't been professional, which I think is bullshit, by the way. I was even going to sit and try to edit that out. I wasn't going to try to edit that out. But there gets to a point where Hope once again starts blaming her, being like, well, you're the one that left, you're the one that ran Thomas out. And it was like, it's really funny, because Thomas came back, and guess what he chose to do again? He chose to leave. And even when he left the first time, it's because he wanted to. And that excuse is getting so goddamn tired and old at this point. Then even Carter steps in. It's like, no, listen, she's the co-CEO. Okay, her job is to sit there and look at the the financial future of this company. That's her job. Okay, so what she's doing right now is she's being professional. What you're doing right now is being petty Betty and being very obnoxious about it. Um, Now you got the press is that they're talking to Brooke and Ridge. Long story short, it's a hit. It's viral. So viral that it crashes down the system for like, I don't know, 4 minutes or something. So they get it back up and running. And even Steffi's like really surprised with numbers. She's happy, she's smiling. And for some odd reason, this idiot Hope is like, I think you should smile. I think it's okay for you to smile. Boo. Her job is not to be a friend. Her job is not to sit there and give you a pat on the back or a pat on the head or wherever you wanted it. Okay, her job is to sit there and say, okay, she gave Zende props. Everyone gave Zende props, but she's trying to make it seem like she needs to be jumping up and down. The sales are good, great. You want a cookie? Like, Jesus Christ. I mean, granted, yes, she was so when it comes to some money, like I said. She wasn't Brooke's biggest fan, and how she even flat out said that I'm never going to support Brooke, which I'm not going to lie, that was unprofessional. But at the end of the day, she pulled it off. Money's money. So she was happy. And Hope just laid it on thick with that annoying, obnoxious ass speech. It's like, oh, my goodness, I can understand why people do not like her ass. And don't get me wrong, I'm not rah 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 Steffi either. But, oof. Now this whole Empire in the back room, alright, I wish I had something stronger, but you know, it's not 8 o'clock. I know it's past 5 o'clock, but still. Another I guess this water is gonna have to do. Alright, alright. There's a point in this episode. Okay, so you got the fans coming up to Brooke. They're like, oh, you know, I ordered your burial line and stuff like that. And they're taking pictures with her and everything. And so, you know, she's a celebrity and everything. And then this old woman comes up, right? And she's all like, I just want to thank you for what did she say? What did she say? Hold on. What did she say? I want to thank you for empowering me. And I was like, no, 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 no. Before anyone sits there and say, oh, there go Albert being a dick. Listen, I do believe, and I think I might have said this yesterday or maybe the day before yesterday, that inner beauty is eternal, right? And you either you have it or you don't. And I've seen people in real life. I've seen YouTubers, and I'm not going to sit there and name. And, I mean, multiple YouTubers. Particular one I'm not going to sit there and really get on. Let's just sit there and say that she has the most ugliest inside humanly possible. Every time that she comes on stream and she, you know, talks and stuff like that, you can just tell that there's a lack of life and just filled with voided just ugliness. Okay? And it reflects in her work. I'm not going to get on her too much, but it's just ugly. So, yes, inner beauty is eternal. Okay? But I'm not going to sit there and preach that Steve Harvey bullshit. Okay? I ain't doing it. Alright? Now, I'm not going to sit there and start calling people names and whatever. But let's just kind of stop with the eternal sexiness, the eternal beauty, because it does have a range. Okay? And that's not to sit there and be mean, but like it does have a range. And your inner beauty will sit there and last you to the day that you die. And that's about it. Just felt like I really need to kind of stress that because they've been doing this all. Oh well, you know, she's inspiring people to sit there and say that you know beauty is you know at any age. I was like, yes, at any age to a point. Okay. Now some people have a long listen. Captain Captain Kelly Lang, that woman is still bad. Okay, I don't know if she's like in her 60s or 70s. That chick is bad. Okay, so alright, I'm not sitting there trying to be a dick, but I'm not gonna sit there and give it a Steve Harvey bullshit either. Now, we're sitting there wondering who has been stalking them, have been stalking Brooke and Ridge. And then they show her. And I'm like, wait. wait. Let me get this straight. General Hospital gets Lois back and B&B trades Hayden for Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budding, whatever her name is, aka former Greenlee. And I'm just like, what in the hell? Okay, so let me get this straight. Y'all decided to just let go Krista Alley for somebody who they must have put on a certain level of makeup, because I know damn well she does not look like that. Or they frizz up her hair or something. Let's just put it this way. For me, it just looks like a bad recast. It looks like a really, really, really bad recast. And that's supposed to be Steffi's mom. God damn. Okay. Let's save the rest for tonight. Let's save the rest for tonight. But, so yeah. Calls up Steffi, says that she's coming home, staring and doing all this other stuff. And I'm just like, what are we doing? What are we doing at this point? Bold and Beautiful, you got one more year. Okay? And if y'all don't shape up, you better pray to whoever gods that they can try to make streaming work. Okay? I don't even know how much that's doing on Peacock. I'm enjoying it, but that's me. I'm a streaming person. I better hope that if y'all do that, y'all got the staying power. Mm. Anyway, I feel like that's about it. If I miss anything, you know what to do. Write in the comments or come to the live stream tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll talk about all the shows. General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, Bold and Beautiful, Young and Restless. I'm kind of curious of where Young and Restless is going. General Hospital is like, hold my beer. Days is like, we'll try a little bit more tomorrow. We got you. Then we have Bold and Beautiful, and they did this. Okay, well, I'll see you in the next video.